as Joanna said, I am Jeffrey Campbell, and I am the 6 months into my role as the executive director of Hudson Pride Connection Center, which is the only LGBT center in Hudson County and Jersey City. So we're very excited about the work that we do. Yeah, we're very excited about the work that we do. I am a native of a very politically red state, the state of Texas. I spent 46 years there before relocating to New Jersey, which is a politically blue state, I think. On last year, I've been a part of traditional church America since I was probably 3 weeks old. The senator mentioned the Baptist church, and I am a part of and have been a part of the Baptist church. I'm an ordained and licensed minister in the Baptist denomination, as well as an affirming group of ministers in our nation. And I can truly say that it wasn't just the Black Baptists that have been causing us problems. There are a lot of other African American denominations that struggle with the right to marry here in the United States of America. I want to make that clear, and you can clap. So, on February the 20th in 2010, I was relaxing on my sofa, still living in Houston, Texas. I was on the phone with this great guy that I had met 2 years before in an Enterprise rent-a-car in Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C. On that night, we decided that we were going to be partners for life, that we were going to commit ourselves to each other, and we were going to do it for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health until death do us part. And it was pretty cool. We were excited, and we did it over the phone. And then last year, because of his job, we relocated here to New Jersey. I came without a job, but I came because I was very clear that I could not do a long distance relationship. So I took the chance and I took the step of faith and I came. And after a 6-month courtship with Hudson Pride Connection Center, they finally decided that what they knew all along is that I was the best person for the job. On February the 20th of this year, at about 6:50 in the morning, I was awakened by my partner falling out of bed and hitting the floor. Within about 2 minutes, I assessed what was reality, and that was that my partner had had a massive stroke. Within 60 minutes, the paramedics had arrived, and we had gotten him to a hospital that, thank God, had a neurological unit that specialized in stroke patients. I'm glad to fast forward and say that he is probably just a few days from going back to work, and he is probably at 90% of his 100% expected recovery. Yes. Now, why do I tell you that story? I tell you that story because I feared for my partner's life. But I also wondered as we were making the ride to the hospital, now God, what in the world am I going to have to deal with when I get to this hospital? And wonderfully enough, when the admissions person came in and started asking questions and the doctors came in, they wanted to know my name, they wanted to know who I was, and I said, I'm Jeffrey Campbell, and we are partners. The admissions person said, are you significant others? Or are you life partners? And I said, we're from Texas. Which one works best for you? And she said, okay, you live together? Yes, ma'am. Very, very Southern, yes, ma'am. I said, yes, we live together. And she said, okay, you're community, you are your life partners. And I said, wonderful. I can tell you, first of all, my partner got the best care in the world, from hospital to inpatient rehab to outpatient rehab. But we never had one problem from any person in the medical system that we have been in for the last 20 plus days, 30 plus days now. But I am not silly enough to forget the reality that we probably were very special Because in so many of our states around our nation, in so many of our cities, our small towns and large towns, that might not have been the situation for other individuals who were in committed relationships, who had not done a civil union, who had not done an advance directive order, who maybe had crazy family members who would have stormed in and done crazy things, and they would not have had a leg to stand on. So that's why I'm here tonight, because we must understand that now is the time for us to continue the fight to make a difference, for us not just as an LGBT community, but as an LGBT and our allies community to stand together. We cannot make the difference on our own. We cannot pass the laws on our own. We have to work in partnership with our allies to change, to change the world, to change legislation, to overturn DOMA, to overturn Prop 8, to get individuals to understand that the right to marry is a civil issue. It is not a religious issue. It is not even a theological issue, because I understand as a trained seminarian that the God that I love so dearly is bigger than the book that we call the Bible. So yeah, you can find some things. You can find some things there that you may agree with and you may not, and you may disagree with. But in reality, God is so much bigger than a book. So tonight or this evening, as the sun sets in the west and it's just a little chill in the Jersey air, I encourage you to continue to stand in the fight for our civil rights and continue to stand as an example of what community really does. Because as I think our senator said earlier, that the arc bends towards justice, we also must understand that the page is turning in our nation and in our world, and we want to be a part of the next leg of the journey for marriage equality. Thank you very much.